from KARK-4, your weather authority.
Well, we saw some areas of clouds over parts of the state, but for the most part, most of the state was mostly sunny today and milder, with temperatures a full 10 to 15 degrees warmer than what we saw across the area yesterday. But don't get too used to that warm-up, because another cold front has begun moving through the Great Lakes and through the northern plains. That's headed for Arkansas during the day on Tuesday. We'll let you know what that'll mean for our temperature forecast for Wednesday and beyond. Your forecast for Little Rock, looking for clear skies overnight tonight, 48 degrees at 7 o'clock. We're going to start your Tuesday at 38. KARK-4 News at 5 starts now.
Now, from the station that brings you local news that matters, at home of Super Bowl 49. This is KARK-4 News at 5 in high definition.
Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Bob Clausen. And
I'm Ashley Ketz. A community tonight is mourning the death of a musician who had a great impact on hundreds of people he met throughout his life in Little Rock.
That's right. We have learned that Little Rock's 41st homicide victim of this year is a man by the name of T.C. Edwards. It is a well-known name. KARK-4's Leah Uko is here with more on why so many people are taking his killing so hard. Leah?
That's right, Bob. Friends of T.C. Edwards describe him as an avid heavy metal enthusiast, a hard worker, and a man with a personality that could light up any room he walked through. He was autistic and they say extremely nice, which is why many people are shocked someone would want to hurt him. He had a documentary or rockumentary being directed. Friends on the Little Rock music scene telling why T.C. Edwards is a great guy, and they're all lucky to know him. But Sunday's news put a stop to the happy chatter. Police releasing little information about the murder. Taking to Facebook, his friends quickly discovered that victim was T.C.
I just want to cry. I just, it hurts deeply because he was a friend.
John Iriana knew T.C. before he got into the music industry. The pizza shop owner gave him his first job back when he was 18, helped him save up to buy his first home.
He was a different guy. He loved music, and he'd be singing at the top of his his lungs, and just some crazy song that it was hard to listen to, but it was music to him.
Everybody's known him for a long time, you know what I'm saying? He was so passionate about the music scene here in Little Rock.
T.C. worked at numerous pizza shops, sometimes even performing at them.
Great guy, lovable guy, like I was telling you, always in that black leather jacket, always wearing a heavy metal t-shirt.
And as friends move forward, they say they'll miss the man whose passion about music was admirable and whose positivity was contagious.
Life's valuable, People are here one day and gone, you miss them. I guess that's about the only thing you really take away from it. The Little Rock Police Department is still investigating this case. Right now, it won't release any details and doesn't have a timeline on when it will. Back to you.
Arlie, thank you very much. And the search for a missing toddler entering its third week now. Dive teams continue searching a river just a few miles from where a missing 2-year-old was last seen. More than 2 weeks into the search for 2-year-old Malik Drummond, KARK-4's David Goen shows us why detectives are focused on a particular park. David?
Bob, that park in question is Riverside Park. It's just a few miles north of Searcy. The police chief there telling us this afternoon that dive teams worked over the weekend again in the Little Red River. Police Chief Jeremy Clark adds that detectives have not completed their work at Riverside Park. You'll recall we first reported 6 days ago that dive teams did return to the Little Red River based on at least one credible tip received that came in. Now, the next day, detectives returned to the park, this time searching the rocky bluffs and the shoreline within the park. Searcy Police Chief saying tonight, despite a number of dives into the river, their work is far from over.
It's not as simple as, hey, put on a mask and jump down there and see what you can see. You can't see anything. So it's a very slow, tedious process to eliminate these areas because of how long it actually takes to cover a very small amount of ground.
Now, this afternoon, I also spoke with the last person that police say saw Malik. That's Malik's father's girlfriend. She told me at the door of their home that both of them may want to talk in the future, but right now, neither one of them feel comfortable speaking with the media. She also mentioned that police had taken her cell phone as part of this investigation as well. Now, coming up at 6, despite more time passing, now more than full 2 weeks since Malik was last seen, why detectives don't believe this case is growing cold. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you very much. And this Saturday, the community is invited to light a candle for Malik Drummond. Volunteers organizing a candlelight vigil to pray for the missing boy and his family and to say thank you to the police department and those who have helped in the search for Malik. Organizers asking anyone who would like to take part in this to bring a candle to Berry Hill Park. That's in Searcy. The vigil begins at 5:30.
Middleweight boxing champ and Arkansas native Jermaine Taylor back in court this morning at the Pulaski County Circuit Courthouse. Taylor pleaded not guilty to first-degree battery and also terroristic threatening charges. There you see him leaving the courthouse today. This is all in connection to a shooting involving his cousin. Authorities say Taylor shot his cousin Tyrone Hinton at his home back in August. Taylor will be back in court for a hearing in May. The case is set to go before a jury in June. Taylor's attorney says Taylor has a fight scheduled for next spring.
A high-speed chase on the west side of the city caught on camera as it ended, because they all end. According to Arkansas State Police, the chase that ended on Interstate 430 was part of a drug bust. As soon as we get more information on this, of course, we'll update you with the latest.
A traffic stop leading to the arrest of a felon on burglary and firearm charges. The Cross County Sheriff's Office says Tyler Milton of Wynn was arrested late in November on multiple charges. Deputies are saying Milton is a felon and was found with a gun and property reported stolen from multiple homes.
In Drew County, emergency management officials in the process of installing tornado sirens. The $500,000 project is being paid for with 75% federal funds. There had been a hang-up over worries that those in rural parts of the county wouldn't be able to hear the sirens, but the project's been coupled with an automatic alert system, sending out emails, text messages, and phone calls during an emergency, doing what they can to get the word out to everybody. Officials hope to have 27 sirens installed and operational by the spring.
Rice growers, buyers, and agribusiness owners in Little Rock this week for the National Rice Federation's annual conference. 6 states across the country produce rice, with Arkansas being the largest grower. Now, during this conference, farmers from all over the country will be here to learn some about those new changes to the Farm Bill and also changes technology can bring.
They're coming at us faster than what they used to. The challenge for farmers being able to adapt and accept those changes, understand them, and see if they create value for your farm.
The international buyers.
Some technical difficulties there. A shout out to Little Woo Pig Suey. If you're a Hog fan, Razorbacks getting ready to go to their bowl. We learned that they will face the Texas Longhorns in the Texas Bowl. People are pumped up about the announcement, and we spoke to Hog fans to hear how they feel about the matchup.
We can actually say that we accomplished something.
I was hoping they would get a better bowl, but I mean, Longhorns, it's a good team. It's going to give them a good test for their strengths and their abilities.
That's awesome! Go Razorbacks!
Excited. The game is set for December 29th in Houston. Coming up on KARK-TV News at 5, it's a frenzy for finals. Why some say it's getting close to a fight to get study space at the local college. A lot of kids cramming it all in.
And we ended the weekend on a rather gray and rather chilly note, but we started the work week out with plenty of sunshine and temperatures actually a bit above average for this time of year. 56 and 37, the high and low averages 54 and 35. Got another cold front on the way, but also another warm-up. We'll let you know when to expect both of those in just a couple minutes.
From the station that brings you local news that matters, this is KARK 4 News at 5 in high definition. With Bob Clausen, Ashley Katz, and Chief Meteorologist Keith Monahan.